Sunday Pour, live on YouTube here on a Thursday night, Thursday before 4th of July. Huge holiday, of course. Big summer holiday. I guess this is the official. Did we go over this before? Some official start to summer, but it's not really official start to summer, right? Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is the unofficial. This is like the unofficial late. This is the start of like beach season, I would say, for most people.
This is like the Christmas of summer.
Yeah, it is all kind of downhill after this because what do you have to look forward to? Vacation, some off days, personal. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, vacation. It's really it. Labor Day, count for the Labor Day.
Labor Day.
It is the dog. It is the dog days. We're in the dog days. We're entering the dog days.
I'll give July. I mean, August is dog days. July is like, I don't know. Summer fucking sucks if you're at work, to be honest with you.
It does. It does. It is very depressing. Just seeing the sunshine outside, like not a cloud in the sky, knowing you could be anywhere else in the world, and you're stuck at a desk.
Just sweating balls constantly.
Yeah.
And you're not wearing comfortable. You're not wearing comfortable clothes if you're at work, really. Just like pants and collared shirts.
If you go outside for like 10 minutes on a day like today, and like the sweat starts beating up on you, you're uncomfortable for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you just want to start drinking, but it's 11 a.m.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
You want to start drinking?
Happy 4th of July. Hey, what do you got there? What are you drinking over there?
This is a little like cocktail mix. It's like a little vodka mix.
Well, this is leftover from last summer.
It's festive.
This monstrosity. Yeah, I figured I'd get
rid
of it.
It's not good?
It's in the fridge. It's atrocious. I got it last summer on vacation. It was my last day of vacation. And I just had a lot of beer. And I needed something that wasn't beer my last day. I just remember I didn't even go outside. I just sat inside. I think I was watching like Court TV. It was just glad the vacation was over. Waiting, just counting the hours down, counting these. But they're terrible though. But do the trick. So I'll probably have half of it. And then
you got to add a little PEDs to those, I found.
Oh.
It tastes like it's a seltzer, right? Is that my Smirnoff?
It is a malt beverage. I didn't say seltzer on it.
It's a blow pop. Or no, what do you call it? Firecrackers.
It tastes like a firecracker. It does a little bit.
That's better than your average seltzer, I would say.
Yeah, but it's not what you're looking for. I guess, you know what? Maybe it is better than the average.
Yeah, that's the problem with those. It's just not. It's not peak. It's missing a little something.
Yeah, if I had to pick though, I think I would go these over even your lemonades. Sorry, I didn't love the lemonade.
Oh yeah, I'll have a few lemonades this weekend for sure.
The transfusions that the kids love. I can't.
Oh, I don't think I've tried a transfusion yet.
High Noons. I think I'll take this. This isn't very carbonated.
Well, neither are the High Noons, which I found. That's why I like those over like the Trulies and the White Claws. But still, like the best High Noon I've tried has been the pineapple one with coconut vodka.
Okay,
so I feel like if you're gonna have those seltzer, I've probably said this a million times. You gotta make like a cocktail out of it.
Yeah. No, we even talked about this weekend when we were together.
Oh, we did. All right. Or else you're gonna sit there drinking like you're gonna drink them just as many as as many beers as you usually drink. So you're just gonna. It's the same thing. I feel like you gotta make it. You gotta have a little fun with it. Like make some concoctions out of them.
Yeah. And also just if you're gonna make fun of them as much as we do, you gotta do something to kind of make it look like you're trying to improve it.
Right. Put it in a red cup. Put it in a red cup so people don't know what you're drinking.
Right. That's what suck unless I, didn't do these 10 things to improve on it.
Yeah, but what are you drinking? Vodka drink? Is the pina colada machine going to be making an appearance this weekend?
I did not plan on it. I didn't plan on it.
I've been dying for a pina colada.
Oh no. I don't know. We're gonna have a lot of people. It's it got out of hand quick.
That's a lot of work if you're having.
Yeah, there might be some margaritas early on.
Margaritas work. I was at the beach last weekend or last week, and I had a rum drink. And ever since then, they didn't have a straight pina colada, but they had all these different fruity beach drinks. I give this place credit. Their cocktail menu. A lot of cocktail menus are just they just lose me with a couple ingredients. But these were all the hits. It was rum-based drinks, margaritas, vodka lemonades, just basic stuff that you want to drink on the beach. And keep it simple on the beach.
All right. Hang on. Did you get the new headphones? Because I get the same thing from before. These are the old headphones or the new headphones?
No, these are the new ones.
Oh, no. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, these are definitely the new ones because the left ones are hitting my shirt.
No, there's nothing going on. It's so bizarre. It's it was the same thing from last time. It started out fine, and then bang, you get in. I don't know how long we're in here, but after a few minutes, that's when you get it. 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. That's so weird. All right, here's what it is.
We'll have to contact our IT guy.
To hire an IT guy.
Well, first of all, hire one, then contact them.
Yes, and then fire him once he fixes this thing.
Yeah, he could sue us for not paying them.
Well, freelance just to fix the mic thing, and that's it. Then it'll be a contract job, and I'll be out of there.
You know what else I want to take another crack at?
What's that?
Vodka infused watermelon.
Yes, 1,000%. You bring the watermelon, we'll stick a bottle of vodka this weekend.
How I might do that. How we fucked it up last time, or
when do we try it?
Was it house? It was in your apartment in Brooklyn in the winter.
Wait a second. How do we fuck it up?
I mean, there's no way to fuck it up because you pour vodka in the watermelon.
Did we go at it too quickly? Just not let it kind of flow?
Probably supposed to let it soak, if I had to guess.
But you just couldn't wait, huh?
No. Yeah. There's got to be a science to it. I was also hearing someone was telling a story this weekend. I don't know if I listened to it on a podcast of in high school, people used to inject oranges with a syringe full of vodka. So then they'd be sitting there getting hammered and eating an orange. Yeah. That could just be done more for fun. It doesn't really have to be a party.
Yeah, it's just a clever way to have a little.
Yeah, different ways to get drunk. It's kind of if you're into weed and there's a bowl, there's a bong, there's edibles. It's just it's different.
Yeah, you're always looking for new ways to have a good time.
Yeah, that's all.
So I think it's just drill a hole into it and shove the bottle in and wait.
Yeah, I was also. While we're on the topic of creative ways to get drunk, I was talking to Mikey Holiday last weekend, and he was saying when he goes to Aruba, because he doesn't do the all-inclusive hotels where the booze is free, he'll buy a bottle of vodka when he gets there, and then he buys blueberries, which I didn't even follow up this question, where he goes to get blueberries. I guess the grocery store. It's a weird purchase just to go buy one thing. But he takes the blueberries and he soaks them in vodka for a while. Mm-hmm. And then when he goes and makes his like drink, that you got to bring one of these to like Aruba.
Okay.
I didn't realize that the first time, so I was unprepared. Got to bring one of these, like a big Yeti. Keep your drink cold, and you can make your own drink in the room. You can give it to the bartender to make a drink, and he uses uses the blueberries almost as like ice cubes in his vodka drinks.
And it spikes them up a little bit. Nice. Okay.
Because it's expensive, like paying for cocktails down there. And the way he put it, like once you have a few and you get like a serious buzz going, then you don't give a shit. You just start charging shit to the room.
That sounds worse, actually.
It probably like hurt you in the long haul, but you got to get some liquid courage. You got to get some liquid courage before you start charging like $18.
Spending that much money, yeah. That's good. I was gonna say he's professional, but he might be dumber for it. Let's get the all inclusive.
I've done.
He's Holidays is he's a professional. He knows what he's doing. He's probably crunching numbers. He might have an Excel sheet. I'm not gonna put it past him.
Plus, you gotta I don't know if his wife is as big of a drinker. You gotta make sure both people are drinkers to do that. Yeah, so
I don't think so.
Might be going next year with people who have like a time share sort of thing. So it's gonna be like free lodging.
Timeshare.
Not a time. It's I don't know. To me, it's a timeshare, but it's like a villa.
You have. Oh, okay. But it's not. You're not going to sit in and like it's not. You're not visiting a timeshare, and part of the deal is you have to sit in on some seminar.
No, not that I'm aware of. Not yet.
Okay. Keep my fingers crossed for that one.
Is that a thing?
I don't know if you're a guest of somebody, but I know there are times. There's a whole Always Sunny episode about sitting in those things. But it only makes sense if you're a guest at one that they would kind of reel you in and try and sell you.
Oh.
I don't know. I doubt you. If your friends do that to you, that's maybe you have to reconsider your friends. But
I'm not sure it's a time. It's not called a timeshare, so I'm hoping it's better.
All right.
It's at the Marriott. Yeah, it's like a hotel.
A villa sounds nice. Yeah, hotels do timeshares.
Oh, okay.
Certain hotels. I don't know, like Marriott might not, but certain hotels do, depending on where they are and what their business model is.
Timeshare is definitely a scam, right? We've talked about that. It's a scam.
Oh, 1,000% a scam. Yeah.
You're locked into a vacation every year. It's kind of
same place and like within the same window of time. Just no way to live. No way to live.
And it just becomes. I feel like when you have a vacation set like this, I know people who do this. Like sometimes they like own. I know people who own like a cabin or something in Vermont. And there's a lot of extended family, so each person gets it for like a week, and they're locked into the same week every year. I feel like if you're locked into the same week, same vacation every year, it just becomes another pain in the ass, like part of your routine. Like part of vacation is like it's different. It's spicing things up a little bit.
Well, if you take like 2 vacations a year, and one of them is like driving distance, like that might not be the worst.
I'm a big driving distance vacation guy. I like driving distance vacations.
Right, and I think it'd be okay if the driving distance vacation was one of those locked-in places. I don't know if I would do it, but I think I could tolerate it a little more than if it was like someplace in Florida.
You wouldn't want to be locked in. You wouldn't want to be locked in every year, though. That's the thing.
No, but even then, like if you didn't want to go for a full week, you could go up for like a long weekend or something. If that's like your week, like all right, I'll take Thursday, Friday off or whatever. You just go for, you know what I mean, and
weekend getaway.
Okay, this is when I'm going to go. Right, you have that option. Like like I said, if it was a place you had to fly to, and that's a whole lot. That's a much bigger pain in the ass if you had to fly there every year.
Oh, yeah.
So
when you went on that,
I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to lock into getting on a plane every year to the same place.
No. When you went on that vacation last year, that was the driving distance. The firecracker, how you got the firecracker in your hand?
Yeah. Well, it was Florida. But oh no, this one was upstate New York. Yeah.
Is that a full week? Full week?
No, God, no. That was
okay.
It wasn't a full week.
Because I'm like one of those guys. I can't do like a full week.
No, I need a couple of days at home. I do 1 or 2 days, at least 1 or 2 days at home. So either especially at the end, to kind of decompress and
recover,
just not be rushing around.
Yeah,
weekend, just to chill out.
Get your legs under you,
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do like a Sunday. I can do a Sunday to Sunday, go to work on Monday morning.
Even a Saturday to Saturday, I think, is aggressive.
Saturday, yeah, get back like Saturday night. This Sunday, it's really aggressive. You're right. Yeah.
Get back on a Friday. A little pizza.
That's your move. Yeah. Right back to the home cooking.
Oh man, yeah. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that's like the thing keeping. I think obviously nobody wants to like move away when they get older. I think it's more of like a financial decision, but like most people go Florida or Arizona. Those are the two destinations.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Like those. I mean, I've never been to Arizona. My wife has. She said it's very nice. I think like the thing, like number one thing keeping me northeast is the cuisine. Like, the fuck, how these people live?
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. For Arizona, I just feel like there's a lot of reasons we wouldn't fit in Arizona. It's a little too cookie cutter too. At least here it's a little bit kick ass. I feel like Arizona is a little bit too clean cut. Like,
you think Florida's like the safer bet? Like, what you're getting with Florida?
I think certain areas of Florida, yeah. Like the area my uncle lives in. Again, he only goes down for half. I mean, it's gotten more as he's gotten older, but he only goes down for half a year. Even still.
Yeah.
So
spring training. I guess both places. Yanks spring training.
Yeah. Yeah. No, as far as retirement goes, I want to go like Italy or something.
Yeah, you'd rather go that way. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, and I mean the other side of the ocean.
Yeah, right. Amalfi Coast.
Exactly. Amalfi Coast in the sky. All right. So 4th of July festivities. Let's start them off underway. We're gonna blow some stuff up this weekend.
Yeah.
Have a few cocktails. I will say I'm not doing burgers and dogs. I might have them in the house, but I'm not doing burgers and dogs on Sunday.
Oh wow!
I figured Monday's a burgers and dogs day, so I figured we can't do that. So not gonna have back-to-back days of the same cuisine. I'm sure of that. Yeah, pool. It's gonna be Saturday might rain. Is the Modern Refuge show, big Modern Refuge show on Saturday, July 2nd. It's it's gonna be a big day if it's going on. Is it rain or shine? Do you know?
Yeah, they're on the deck. There's an overhang.
Okay, all right. So Modern Refuge, it's a big one. It's gonna be a big brewery weekend. So be there. You'll be there. You can roll out of bed and you're there, right?
Stony Creek Brewery, 2 p.m.
Yep, that's it. But beforehand, Jaws, of course, you could fit Jaws into your weekend. But in preparation, when did you watch did you watch Sandlot all the way through in preparation for the show tonight?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, us too. Actually, you want me to bring him in now?
All right. Yeah.
We have a special guest to discuss. It was I believe his second time watching, but doesn't want to show his face.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Steve.
So it's me.
Is this a beheading video?
So,
this is not Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
You don't have to laugh. You don't understand the joke. It's all right.
I don't understand.
All right. So last night, I'm sure Uncle Lance got a couple questions for you. This is the 3 ends going on now. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it, but Yeah, well, tell us your thoughts about the Sandlot. Where's this? Do a lot of your friends know the Sandlot,
no.
or you don't really know?
I think my friend Jack might know about it, but I don't think many other of my friends.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's a big baseball kid.
Yeah.
Yankee game had a Joe Stein. We saw him on TV one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. So last time was your second time watching, right?
Like as it is live, or like, I mean, I've watched them after they're live, like the next morning, like the first few minutes.
The Sandlot. The Sandlot.
Oh, the Sandlot.
What are we talking about here?
Second or third. I think it's like the second or third time.
We're back.
Okay.
I feel like I might have watched the Sandlot 2 before.
We did watch the Sandlot 2 one time, and it was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you saw this. It's like the second or third time you saw it. Because I remember. You remember because you asked me at some point. You turned around and you said, "Don't they go to the amusement park and puke at some point?"
Yeah, that's like my favorite part.
That's your favorite part? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you about
the,
right.
Yep.
Let me ask you about the 4th of July part, because that's obviously the show is the 4th of July show. What do you like that part? Does that resonate with you at all? Like the music, the fireworks, they're playing ball at night, Ham is going nuts on a hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
Does that touch you inside? Do you feel extra American when you see that part?
I mean, kinda. I mean, like that sounds like something I would do with my friends in like 5 years time.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it does.
Cool.
It would be cool. Yeah.
Simpler times. Block parties. No more block parties.
Your neighbors are terrible. That's why.
Yeah. It's a great setup. Actually, they had.
It was a great setup. Yeah. Man, I can't imagine. Even when I was younger, I think we tried to have a block party when I was a kid, and it just seemed very weird that people. I felt like they were forcing it. I don't like most of these people. Why are we doing it?
There's always like a weak link or two on your street, and it's just like I don't want to be associated with that guy or that guy. There's always like one or two, and it's just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Like my street would be perfect for something like that too, but like I'm not doing that. Your street, yeah, your street. You need like a dead end street, and it's cul-de-sac, and I mean I don't think I've ever seen anything even really close to that. My father's street, like back in the day, like you'd have like neighbors kind of hanging out, but it wasn't like in the street. It wasn't like in the street like that.
I think that's the 4th of July. We were over your neighbor's house and he was just doing clams, bang, bang, banging the clams on the grill.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Plus nowadays, too many scavengers. Too many scavengers. People would be.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking for a free meal.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Question.
Yeah.
Who's your guy in this movie? Like, you got like a favorite? Is it like Benny the Jet? Is it Ham Porter, the catcher? Is it the flamethrower? I can't think of his name. Played some minor league ball. Squints had a moment. He had a big moment in the movie.
He did.
Who else? I mean, none of the no. It's basically those are like the.
What happened?
He froze. Ant froze.
Yep, he froze.
All right.
I can't hear him.
No, he's frozen. We got him. He's resetting again, and now he's Michaelis again.
Yeah, he's Michaelis. I can't hear him. If he was muted, you could see it.
He's not muted.
Yeah, because
all right. So who's your favorite? Who's your favorite of the characters? Is it Bill, the stepdad?
Well, I'm really not sure. They're all really good.
They're all really good.
You don't have one guy who's like that's your guy.
You're not gonna lock it in.
I feel like all of them are really good. I can't really choose one.
Okay.
All right. Who's the funniest?
That would have to be either Squints or Ham.
Yeah.
Squints. All right.
Yeah, Ham's good. Do you have friends? So you're probably a little bit younger than these guys, but do your friends bust chops like these kids? Because these guys are ruthless. I mean, one of my favorite. Like you realize how ruthless these kids are when Smalls first shows up to the Sandlot.
Oh, crush!
And the fly ball goes out there, and it's like silence for a minute. Then there's Baby Yoda showing up, and then he misses a fly ball, and those kids lose it. Those kids just start dying, rolling over, laughing at this kid for missing the fly ball. And these kids are ruthless.
Routine fly ball.
Yeah, can't ignore it.
Made him a better player.
Like when me and my friends play like soccer or football, depends where you are. Yeah, there's sometimes
America.
Yeah, if you're living in America, soccer or football, or if you're living literally anywhere else, football or football.
Oh, we get it. Our audience is pretty sharp, man. They get it.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, so like if I miss a goal, or if I miss the football coming at me, yeah, they might give me a little bit of a hard time.
Shots start flying.
Anybody ever use the term fart sniffer?
No, but yeah, but one time in soccer, when we were playing soccer, I'm always goalie, so I was able to dodge the ball with my hand, and then someone kicked it back, and then I missed it, and then they were giving me a hard time.
It's tough on the rebound. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Yeah.
All right.
So you said the roller coaster, the roller coaster, whatever the ride they're on. That's your favorite. That's your favorite scene. Do you know? Are you familiar with the stuff that they put in their mouth?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Chewing tobacco. You will get sick if you try it, even if you don't go on a ride.
Yeah.
I've seen people. I've seen it.
My mom didn't like that scene because there was so much throwing up.
Throwing up, yeah.
Very realistic. Very realistic, that scene. It's a little over the top.
Yeah.
But chewing tobacco, if you give it to a bunch of 12-year-olds and put them on that, there's going to be some puke.
I got a hand to the Sandlot. It doesn't pull any punches in a lot of ways. We'll get into a little bit, Ant, when we hang up with Little Ant, but it doesn't pull any punches.
No, straightforward. They give it to you.
It really is. Yep. All right. All right, Ant, do you have any final thoughts on the Sandlot from the views of the mouths of babes, as they say?
I mean,
any final thoughts?
Babe Ruth is one of my favorite players, and the Sandlot's like one of my favorite sports movies. Yeah, probably my favorite sports movie.
Cool, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good 4th of July movie. That's why
it is.
We're talking about it here today. So
I can't wait to watch Jaws.
Oh yeah, we'll get you on Jaws this weekend for sure.
Yeah, but is that your first time watching Jaws?
No, second. But last year I fell asleep.
Yeah, we fell asleep. I forget when we did it last year, but we got back. Was it the 3rd of July last year? And we got back.
It was the 4th of July. Well, it might have been the 5th. It might have been our holiday, the 5th.
All right, so we got back from wherever we were. We put it on to watch it, and within like 10 minutes we were both. I think before like that first scene even ended, we were both asleep.
No, I was awake to see. Spoiler alert! Skip to whatever time was on the screen. That first person get eaten. Yeah.
There you go.
I was awake until that.
Are you terrified of the ocean now?
Not really.
Oh, I am.
All right. With that poor young lady in mind, thanks for joining us.
And I can't wait to blow up some stuff on 4th of July, 5th of July, 3rd of July.
That's his period.
A 3-day holiday.
That's America.
Yeah.
All weekend. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm cutting you loose, Aunt. Happy 4th.
Peace out. Happy 4th. Good night.
Yeah. And good luck.
There you go.
All right.
I'll get to the good stuff. I'll get to Wendy Peppercorn.
Oh, Wendy Peppercorn. She's all these years later, she still got it.
Let me tell you, there's 2 women in this movie, and they both throw heat the entire movie. They throw absolute smoke the entire movie.
Oh, you like Smalls' mother?
Yeah, Karen Allen. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's got her start in what? Animal House? One of her first flicks?
Yes. Yep. She was. I don't know if that was her start, but yeah, she got it. Yeah, this is her first movie, Animal House. Yeah.
And then Indiana Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
A little bit of controversy with her role in that movie.
What was the controversy?
It's not really with her. It was like it's more like the plot. She makes a comment during the movie with like I don't think if she mentions her age because her and Indiana Jones have a history when he runs into her like in India or wherever they are, and she goes, "I was just a kid," and he says something like, "You knew what you were doing." So you know, it was 1981. A kid could have been 19, 20 years old too. I don't know. Doesn't mean she was 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like Karen Allen.
Yeah, and Wendy Peppercorn obviously is Marley Shelton.
What is she? How old was Wendy Peppercorn in this movie? She had to be like older, right?
She was in real life. I think she was. I'm just looking at it right now. So the movie came out in '93. She was 19 when the movie came out.
Thank God, because I was gonna say like she still got it all these years. Like in the movie.
Yes.
Sometimes you go back and like you watch these movies of like you go back like I'll always love Britney Spears, right? But you go and you watch like her first music video and you're like, oh man, she's like, you see her like as a child now. I was 12 when the video came out, but still, like now as like, an old man, you're like, oh, all right. Wendy Peppercorn, 19, like she rocks that bathing suit, dude. That Baywatch suit.
Yeah, she's just like a step below Phoebe Cates, and Phoebe Cates takes it off, so it's just a step below Phoebe Cates.
Yeah, it's unfair advantage.
Yeah.
It's the fact that
conversation.
And the fact that like she's kind of like into it, like makes her hotter. Like, oh man, that's actually problematic. Imagine if the roles were reversed.
Hey, listen, I think she just kind of respected the move. I don't think she was into it as much as she respected the move.
And she does.
She drags him out, but yeah, eventually, not that year.
Well, we don't know. We'll have to send.
1962.
We'll have to have Congress investigate. I don't know when the relationship started.
So she respected the move, and don't forget, they were banned for life. And he said that whenever they walked by, she would look down and smile. So it was for a while that they were walking by, and she was looking down and smiling. Again, I think she just respects the hustle. She knows a G when she saw one. It was a G.
He wrote his future with that move.
Yeah, seriously. Talk about calling your shot. They talk about the Babe calling a shot in this movie. A lot of lore with the Babe. Look, I think Squince's lore is like maybe even a step above the Babe's.
The guy saw what he wanted. The guy saw what he wanted, man. He took it.
He did it 12 years old too.
12 years old, and what was she supposed to be, like high school, 16?
Yeah, I figure 16. Between 16 and 18. I can't drink this.
No. You chaser.
Oh, thank God. There's a lot of Babe. The movie like revolves around the Babe and a pickle. Because the two main things of the movie.
They love the pickle.
They drop pickle all the time. There's a lot of the Babe going on. The first time Smalls comes to the group, and he doesn't know who the Great Bambino is, the whole Great Bambi cover-up thing.
Yeah.
They let him off the hook a little bit too easy there. I would think a group like that would have pressed him a little bit more.
They needed a ninth guy, I think. And Benny kind of vouched for him. They look up to Benny.
Yeah, but it was only Benny who, even still, they still wrote him. They still call him a geek all the way to the Sandlot there.
L7, Weenie. I know.
L7.
As much of a G Squints is, I wouldn't be taking shit from Squints. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was also pre-Wendy Pepper.
Right. That's when he gained their respect, I guess. But they do. I mean, the pickle's like the first. Is it the first baseball scene in the movie? The pickle.
Yeah, they're at another regular schoolyard, a little pickup game.
Supposed to be probably like almost like kind of recess, right?
Yeah.
And then, how many other times do they get into it? Once when they're playing the rival team. Is there one more?
There might be one in practice.
Might be one in practice, yeah.
Is there a pickle against the rival team?
I thought there was.
I'm surprised, really surprised that Steal a Home wasn't made into a pickle situation.
It would have been a little
too much. And I will. All right.
Was he a pinch runner? Was he a pinch runner in that?
Yeah. A veteran pinch runner, going into third base. Pinch runner.
That's a terrible job by the Giants.
Really bad job. Yeah, questionable by Lasorda. Why is he pinch running on third base? It's a weird place to pinch run.
Well, maybe it was less than 2 outs. Sack fly wins the game.
Yeah, well, like, was it a triple or something? He was like the slowest guy in the team, had a triple.
It was a double, and then he got the third on a wild pitch. I don't know. Yeah, you don't see too many guys pinch ran for at third.
Yeah, questionable managing. Straight steal of home to walk off a game. So no respect for the guy with the bat in his hands. No belief in that guy.
Yeah, I can't think of steal of home ever walking off a game. It was funny when we were watching the movie last night at the end. My wife was like, nobody does that. Nobody steals home. And I was like, well, they used to. I was like, it doesn't happen anymore, ever.
But it happened to World Series a couple years ago. Didn't Randy Arozarena steal home?
Was it? Yeah. And then of course, tonight, Kyle Tucker tried to steal home on Severino, but it was because he was like having a pitch com issue. And he got thrown out, but that's what. So nowadays, that needs to be like a technological issue for a guy to attempt to steal home. Yeah. No, it happens once in a while. I remember Ellsbury did it to Pettit on Sunday Night Baseball, like in 2007. Yeah. Who's got the most like steals of home? Ricky? It's probably a guy.
Maybe like Ty Cobb or something.
Yeah, it's probably a guy back in the day. Jackie probably has a few.
All right. Well, let's see. It's a good.
Babe Ruth has some steals of home. I guarantee you, Babe Ruth is still home. All the shit people like to give Babe Ruth about, like, Adam Ottavino can strike him out and this and that. Like, Babe Ruth was a legit athlete. He got thrown out trying to steal second to end the World Series, 1926. Babe Ruth was a fucking athlete.
Ty Cobb had 54 steals
of home. 54.
Max Carey has 33 steals of home. Play for Pittsburgh and Brooklyn. Speaking of steals, did you see the stat? It was Elvis Andrus stole a base when the A's were in town, and it was like his 353rd steal or something like that in his career. And the stat they gave out was Ricky Henderson had 353 steals in his career in the first inning alone.
Ricky Henderson had 353 steals in the first inning.
Whatever the amount like Elvis Andrus had, it might have been more, might have been a little more, might have been a little bit less, but it was like the same amount basically that Elvis Andrus has in his career.
Wow.
Ricky was ridiculous. Yeah. After.
How about Jackie Robinson and like Babe Ruth? Are they on the list? How deep does the list go?
This is not a complete list. That was.
Babe Ruth did it 10 times in his career.
Where did you find this? All right.
It's some crazy article that actually is linked up with The Sandlot. It's called Stealing Home, or Why Babe Ruth is a Better Thief Than Ricky Henderson.
I don't know that.
He's crafty. He's more crafty. And they actually mentioned Ellsbury in this video. There's a picture of, in this article, there's a picture of Ellsbury stealing home against the Yankees, the game I just referenced. Jason Worth did it in 2009 against Ronald Belisario of the Dodgers.
Lou Gehrig stole home 15 times.
Fundamentals, man. Guys were fundamentally. Lou Gehrig wasn't like any faster than your fast guys today. Fundamentals.
Yeah.
Like if Joey Gallo's up, why not try and steal home?
Listen, man. The Joey Gallo story just gets worse every fucking
day. He's bottomed out. He's bottomed out.
He's hard to watch, man.
Yeah.
He's really hard to watch. I would take anybody on the Sandlot team, including Smalls, over him.
Including the second baseman who got swallowed up by the 60s.
Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing. Again, a movie does not pull punches, does not hide like some adult themes. The Wendy Peppercorn thing, I mean, there is a straight up, 7-second shot of her ass. Just right there, it zooms right in. That's all it is, just her ass swaying.
It's PG, the movie, right? Is it PG? It's gotta be.
Yeah, I assume so.
I mean, they say shit. They don't drop any F-bombs. It's gotta be PG.
Yeah, there's maybe 3 or 4 shits in it. Yeah. It's really adult, man. They talk all kinds of shit.
It's my number one baseball movie.
The sexual undertones in it. They're overtones, baby. Are heavy duty for a PG movie that's on Disney.
It's
lotioning and oiling. I mean,
can't take it anymore.
12-year-old lust is that young lust, that Pink Floyd young lust.
It's the perfect like themes for it's the perfect themes of for like the demographic that's watching that movie, like 10, 11-year-old kids.
One of the things it says in the description is a coming of age story. That's what that is. I mean, coming of age is you start to recognize, the lifeguard. How could you not?
Yeah, it's almost like a prequel to Diner.
Yes. It's probably why we like Diner so much, because this is Diner with baseball and a dog, a big dog.
Yeah. Diner is the Sandlot kids all grown up, all with different, problems, stages of life.
So the main point of the story, or the main like action of the story, is he loses the Babe Ruth ball and getting it back in the dog chase, right?
Yeah.
But leading to that, it's a hangout movie, just like that. It's a hangout movie.
That's all.
And it has maybe like it's like 1, 2, 3 scenes in a row that I'll put head to head with any 3 consecutive scenes in any movie as far as just how much you love them. The sleepover, which is you're killing me, Smalls, s'mores. The pool scene, the one peppercorn
also,
scene.
Squints is pretty good in the sleepover scene. That the old man, the beast, whatever.
Forever. Yeah. Yeah, it's quotable. Like these are the parts of the movie you remember, and then the 4th of July as like the grand finale of like those 3 scenes. Phenomenal. And then it goes then like after the 4th, it's trash talk with the other team, the pickup game, and then tobacco scene. Then you get to the dog.
It's just quick pace. It's a quick pace, tight hour 20, hour 40 minutes, whatever it is.
Yeah. Sleepover, pool, 4th of July though. Oh, heavy hitters. Let me ask you a serious question.
Okay.
How bad is that team to lose to that Sandlot team? I'm not really buying that they're getting that final score of that game was like 57-3. I'm not buying that. Everybody hits. I'm not buying that. I'm sorry. I don't think that little kid. I don't think Tommy, 2 times brother, or whatever his name is getting on base against those big guys. I don't think Smalls is getting the second base against those kids. The kid just learned how to catch 2 weeks ago. He's not sliding into second base against some kids who've been playing, for school.
Maybe they took him lightly.
I don't think Smalls is getting to second base.
Maybe the editing made it look like a little bit worse than it was. They just kind of showed you the highlights.
Everybody hit. Everybody got on base, and Benny Rodriguez hits a home run, and that's the end of it.
It's just mercy
grand slam. It was. I'm telling you, it was 57-3 if they scored 3 runs.
I mean, it was a bloodbath.
It was an ass kicking. I don't buy it. That should have been a little tighter of a game. It shouldn't have been that much of an ass kicking. They should have made it a walk-off. They should have made it a tight game. Smalls had to maybe it was like 0 for 3 or 0 for 4, and he, gets on and, something happens. Benny knocks him in or something like that. It shouldn't have been a blowout.
They buried him. They buried the losing team. They really did.
I'm not buying it. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean
Smalls hit a home run in that game. I have a note here. Smalls hitting a home run. I think he went yard in that game.
Oh, did he? I don't remember that.
He's not hitting a home run. I'm sorry. He's not hitting a home run in practice. Oh no, Smalls hit a home run with the Babe Ruth ball. He's not hitting.
Oh, that was his first home run. Yeah, that's how they lose the ball. Yep.
Yeah, he's not hitting a home run. I'm sorry.
So you think that the Sandlot team's a little top heavy? Yeah, like Benny the Jet. You have the pitcher who's good, and then
Ham can hit. Ham can put it out. Ham's got some power.
Ham's good. I mean, who else? Like the second baseman kid. You can get that kid out in a big spot.
Yeah, he's a big second. I like big second baseman. He's all right. I don't think he's great though.
First baseman, he's got a little stick probably. The lefty.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else on that team.
Are any of those kids besides it's Kenny DeNunez is the pitcher, and Ham? Is anybody else in any other sports movies, or just those two? Because
what's his face? Well, Benny the Jet is in Mighty Ducks, and so is the pitcher Kenny. They're both in D2.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I knew Kenny. Oh, wait a second. Ham's not in anything else. I thought Ham was in other sports movies too. He was not. Sorry. Yeah, I missed the ball on that one. Okay, so it's just Kenny. It's just Kenny and Benny. Kenny and Benny.
That's it. Kenny and Benny.
Yeah. Okay.
It really captures like the reason I love it is it just captures like the spirit of the game, like the essence of the game. When you fall in love with the game, how you fall in love with it, it like brings it's like nostalgic in more ways than one because it brings you back to when you saw this movie and it brings you back to when you were a kid.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of nostalgia here. The idea of this being just at the Sandlot every day. It even says it was never-ending game. Just went on and on forever.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's just there's nothing better than that. I mean, that's really heaven right there.
That's it. It brings you back. It definitely brings you back.
People want less baseball. People want to have a runner on second base in extra innings. Here's these kids. They don't want it to end.
Right.
They go on 4th of July to play under the fireworks because they can. They just don't want it to ever end. Yeah, it's awesome. It really it is. And even further, like you talk about us being a kid, nostalgia for seeing the movie, it also takes you back, to the '60s. These Sandlots, we never even got to experience the Sandlot.
No,
we never had that.
I mean, I had a field right down the street from me that I used to play on, but it wasn't anything like that.
Yeah. So people from that time are very good at telling you how great that time was.
Well, yeah, of course, everyone. I mean, people are nostalgic because they were younger. They like youth.
Yeah, but we like the '90s, but I don't think we're ever going to be like, oh, it was such a great time. I think we kind of understand it wasn't as great as it probably was. It was okay, but I mean,
I kind of like the '90s.
Yeah, but it's only because the last 22 years have been so shitty.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot. It's a lot to do with it, I guess.
I guess you could probably say the same for '62 because then after that, the rest, the next 20 years are pretty shitty too.
Right. That's what I was just gonna say. It's like.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a year. It's a year before Kennedy.
Got a lot better.
It's like a year. There's like certain moments. To me, it feels like. For some reason, it just feels like 1955. I feel like it's 1962, but I feel like it's still like feels like the 50s. They're like a little. They haven't really dove into the 60s yet because it's first of all, it's about kids, so it's like they're not going to be involved in that world yet.
Yeah, but you're right, though. Yeah, you're right. Like Woodstock didn't happen yet. There was none of that kind of counterculture.
It feels like it feels like Back to the Future. That's why I say 1955.
Yeah,
it still feels like the neighborhood they live in is like the white picket fence, and everyone's married with 2 kids and maybe a dog. It's like everything is very tight.
Yeah.
That like you're not really you haven't really seen the 60s hasn't really shown their teeth yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely not. You're right. You're far. You're a ways away from Kennedy, and
yeah,
it's probably he even says that was the best summer. Like no summer can touch that summer. That's probably because shit started happening. Shit got real.
Right. There's certain moments in American history where like I think like America loses their innocence, and like Kennedy is definitely probably number one. I mean, well, 9/11 is probably it's I don't know, neck and neck. 9/11 and Kennedy
depends on the generation,
Yeah, and you have like Columbine to a lesser degree, even though that was pretty hardcore because like I was in school at the time. So there's like certain moments, and this is all before that. This is like right before shit starts to really happen. So that's cool about the movie too. It's like there's an innocence to it.
I wonder if that was intentional. Have it in '62.
I was thinking maybe, but I was like, maybe I'm overthinking it a little bit.
No, the writers have their ways.
Why not just make it 63 then? I guess 62 is the way to go. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
It was before. Well, 63 holds over a certain generation. 63 just has that, even though it's November, it just holds that meaning to it.
Right. You hear 1963, you automatically you think that, yeah.
Yeah. You're wondering where is Lee Harvey Oswald? Is he in Russia at this time? You're watching a movie, just wondering where Lee Harvey Oswald is. Why don't one of these kids go and like shove a bat up his ass? You blame the kids. Also, you're blaming kids on a Sandlot for not saving Kennedy.
Right.
It's got to be 60. It's got to be 62.
And also, it's a perfect time. Probably the real reason they did it is because it was right. It's in California, the movie, and it's just like after the Dodgers and Giants moved there.
Yeah, well, Dodgers moved from 50-something, 55, 56.
No, they were still in Brooklyn in 56. I think they moved.
They won in 55.
They won in 55, lost in 56. That was Larson. I think they moved in 58, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they won in 59 as the Los Angeles. As soon as they moved, they started winning. They won in 59, 63. Like Koufax started going nuts. So I want to say 58 they moved. That's my final answer.
All right. Yeah.
And the Giants moved like the same time, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my first thought. Was like, what did they mess to happen? What if they had the year wrong? Got to look up. Well, they do at the end when Benny's running from the dog. It's the 62 Founders Day parade or whatever the fuck. See, hey, if it's 62, July 4th wasn't the Christmas of the summer. They had Founders Day, giant cake for Founders Day.
Oh, that's what that last scene when the dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Classic cake scene.
The fucking chef, Baker, whatever the guy is.
So I think it's Bertram Grover Weeks. He's the second baseman.
Oh, glasses. Yep, he's the one who gets swallowed up.
Yeah, swallowed in the 60s. I'm assuming he starts dropping acid.
Yeah,
Timothy Leary type shit.
Just doing it way too young, early and often.
Beat generation. Just on the road, hitchhiking.
He's like a roadie, kinda. Definitely like an anti-war.
Oh yeah, he's at protests. Yep, for sure.
Totally abandons baseball. Like he has no time for baseball anymore.
Oh yeah, he can't stomach baseball.
He's like C in Bronx Tale. Like the Yankees are in last place, and I didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Yes. Well, he's wearing an Angels hat, right?
Is that what he's wearing? Really? No.
I think he's wearing. I think he had an Angels hat on.
When did the Angels were around in?
You know what? I gotta check now.
I feel like I don't think he's wearing an Angels hat. I want to say the Angels were 69 their first year.
'61.
Oh, he's wearing it. Wow. Expansion Angels is good.
Yeah, it's an Angels hat.
All right. Hey, big Angels. Maybe that's what drove him to acid. I don't think they were very good until maybe the 80s. He was long gone by then.
Yeah. I get that. That makes perfect sense. And that definitely links up. Being an Angels fan, you probably just want to be an Angels fan to be different, and then that's just his that's his personality type. So
it's his MO. Yeah, he's just there to be different. Yeah.
At a party, somebody's got this little paper tab, and you're like, "Want to take this?" Nobody else is there. Looks around, it's us too. Yeah, I'll take it. Sure, I'll be different.
Yeah.
And then he was talking to little green men and climbing up the walls and shit, and he's changed forever.
Right. His parents moved away. They said like a lot of the kids moved away. So he moved away. He's trying to fit in, new kids.
Yes.
That's it. Fell in with the wrong crowd.
Where do you think Bertram's family moved? Right. So they're in maybe San Francisco.
Yeah, I was thinking San Fran. Are they in Southern Cal right now? Is that where they are?
I don't know where. I don't know what town the Sandlot takes place in. I think it does say.
Oh, by the way, I gotta say this. Smalls family, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Smallest U-Haul ever. That U-Haul was so tiny. Where the hell did they come from?
That U-Haul was just for Bill's trophy room. They had another one earlier, but that was just for Bill's trophy room.
That was his little man cave office, whatever the fuck.
They made it. I mean, you love Larry, but what a tool in the movie! Absolute tool.
That's just Larry, though. That's Larry.
No, I mean, look, Larry made the role great, but he's just looking at the trophies, like fixing his trophies. Come on, man! Like you're fucking. I don't know what you're doing, but you don't want to play catch with your stepkid. You want to finish his paper, and you're fixing your trophies. Come on, man. I don't know. You're not really. You're a suit now. You're a suit. Don't be polishing your high school trophies. Third place trophies.
He wasn't yeah. I mean, I don't think he was a huge fan of Smalls. Like Smalls kind of an acquired taste.
He's a big fan of Krista. Karen.
Yeah, Karen. He liked Smalls' mom, but it was like kind of a, you got to take both on. But
I don't know. I mean, after he got him that ball, they're having to catch it. Kind of find their way.
Right, but I mean, he wasn't that busy. He'd go out and play catch. He was just like, fuck this kid.
Bill, working from home.
Maybe. Yeah, I know. What the fuck's that about? But maybe Bill grew up without a dad, so he's like Bill had to go out and play with his friends to learn how to play catch. So now he's like, "Come on, Small, just go figure it out, man. You need me to go take you back."
The fact that they've been together for it sounded like a couple years at that point, right?
Yeah, yep.
The fact that all he had was that stupid hat and that plastic glove, it's a bad job by Bill.
It is, but if you notice, like halfway through the movie, towards the end, like Small starts dressing like Benny. He has like the white shirt tucked in with like the flannel, so he ups his game a little bit. He starts, kind of forming an identity, discovering himself a little bit.
You could have worse heroes than Benny the Jet.
Hey, every crew needs one. Every crew needs a Benny the Jet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you need him.
I got one complaint about the movie.
All right.
It's not that big of a deal. I don't like the voiceover.
Oh, wow.
I think the voiceover is generally bad. Just the script for the voiceover is bad.
You don't like so you don't like the actual writing that goes along?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, or the delivery of the writing. Maybe the writing.
Is it the guy who's actually?
It's old Smalls, right?
Right, but it's actually the guy who's doing. Yeah. I don't know. I never really thought about it. Do you think it's kind of like cheesy? That's cheesy. His dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they probably tried. They probably had like the Wonder Years in mind when they were doing it.
Oh,
that's probably the motivation. But I just didn't. It doesn't belong with the kids. It's just bad.
It didn't need it. You're saying?
I don't think so.
Okay. Now, when I go back and watch it, I'll have to.
Let me know what you think.
I'll have to critique.
Yeah, I can't remember some of the lines offhand. And even like the pickup game, like he just said something like, "We kicked their butt." That was very like dry and not a good kind of dry. You know what I mean?
Right. You'd expect like 12-year-old Smalls to be narrating, saying shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Or this guy to say it like he was like reminiscing and kind of excited about it. I don't know. It wasn't good.
I think just Smalls in general is like it's not a huge fan of Smalls.
Calling Dodgers games.
Why's he got to wear a Dodgers hat to work though? It's unprofessional.
He doesn't wear a Dodgers hat. He wears the fish hat.
I thought he's wearing a Los Angeles Dodgers hat to work.
Maybe the beginning, but at the very end when he's calling that game, he's wearing the fish hat.
The one he wears at the beginning?
Yeah, worst hat ever.
Smalls.
It's yeah. It's the smallest transformation. Smallest transformation. It's like couldn't track a fly ball, couldn't throw. Benny Jet sprinkles his magic dust on him, makes a catch, throws into second base, whole team turns.
It's like Matt Blake. He's just like fucking baseball whisperer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it was transformation a little quick.
It was the small. What's his Scott Smalls? Is that his first name?
Scotty Smalls. Yeah.
Scott Smalls' rise to fame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. It's a little. That's the part that's a little not believable. Someone just went yard. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge Smalls guy.
Well, we talk about Leary. The other big, maybe the biggest actor in the movie, James Earl Jones, shows up at the end.
Mr.
I still remember seeing this for the first time. I don't remember if I was in the theater, to be honest with you, but I remember seeing him come on screen for the first time and being like, "Holy shit, that's somebody I know." Like I don't know at that age if I registered who exactly he was, but I knew he was a big star to be showing up at that point in the movie.
Big name.
I kind of was like blown, like a little bit blown away as a 12-year-old watching this for the first time. Like, holy shit, that's fucking Darth Vader. Probably do that.
Yeah.
He knocks out of the park. He kills that role in like the 3 minutes he's on screen.
Could I nitpick him for a second?
Yeah, sure.
When they're talking about Ruth, and he's saying he could have broken George's record, that's a little overconfident there. A little overconfident there.
Also, they kind of gloss over the fact that he could not have played the major leagues at that time.
I wasn't going to go there, but
I was like, yeah, you have to be like, if he was in those pictures with Ruth, and that's like 19, I don't know, generously say it's 1930. He'd have to be like 8 years old to have a chance to beat Ruth's record.
Yeah, he would have.
Do you think that? So Smalls said he starts to say.
You never know because he. I mean, how old is James Earl Jones in this movie? Is the question. Oh, he may have been a little older than Ruth. They sound like they're kind of contemporaries because he calls him George, but he may have been like a good 20 years younger. 30, I'd have to be like 25 years younger.
Even still, that picture, he's at least 20, 21 in that picture.
Yeah.
So maybe that was like their intention because there was like the way they delivered that line, where he's like, I would have beat his record too, but and he cuts him off and goes, but you went blind. But maybe like that little pause is to imply the color barrier. They don't want to like get into that.
Oh yeah, it's a little too dark.
This is a movie. Is it a movie about like the beauty of baseball, how much we love baseball? Maybe you don't bring up one of the worst aspects of baseball's history. You know?
Right. Let the kids have their innocence for another year and a half until the president gets his head blown off.
Right. Yeah. So I wonder if that pause is intentional. So let people who know what's going on let it hang in the air for a second to think that, because if you see him as black man and you see him with the babe and they're talking about breaking his record. And he couldn't have possibly done it just because he wasn't allowed to play in the league.
Right.
That pause is probably enough to make the point.
Yeah, they probably do that intentionally because they do like a few things, like kind of like inside. Well, that's not really. I won't call it an inside joke, but like when Ruth comes and visits. Yeah. When Ruth comes and visits Benny the Jet, he takes the Hank Aaron card. That's like an inside joke for baseball fans who obviously know Aaron broke Ruth's record. So yeah, they probably did do that intentionally for people who like actually knew what was going on.
Yeah, Yeah, it's we've said. I mean, I guess we said before it doesn't pull any punches. I guess that wouldn't make any. If we really think that, I think we'd have to include that as legit then.
Yeah.
What else we got? Oh, you know what? Also, talk about the Wonder Years influence on this movie. I think also influenced a little bit by The Natural. There's a couple parts of it that are knocking the cover off the ball. That's from The Natural.
4th of July. Yep.
Yep. Fireworks. That's kind of The Natural.
Mm.
And in that pickup game, Bannon the Jet hits a grand slam off the scoreboard. Natural.
Oh right, yeah.
I think it takes a little bit of inspiration from. That's Natural's my favorite baseball movie.
Natural's yours, yeah. I just like Sandlot because it's just baseball, like in its purest form.
Yeah.
Also, Roy Hobbs is like 50 years old.
That didn't bother. That didn't really occur to me like when I first saw it, so it doesn't bother me now. Like
I feel like I didn't see it till I was older, and like that's the first thing that I thought of.
Yeah, I can see that. But like I said, I saw when I was a kid. It was just he had such a sweet swing, and going against the gamblers and stuff.
Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley should have been a farmer. Wilford Brimley's. I mean, Pops is one of the great coaches of all time. If I'm making, I don't care what you say. If I'm putting a coaching staff together of fake baseball managers for movies, Pops is my pick.
He's your manager, not even your bench coach?
He's my manager. My number one guy.
And what's Mike Madsen's character's name? The one that runs into the wall? Bump
Bailey.
Bump Bailey, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Oh yeah. They put the pressure on him, man, because he didn't slide like the previous game because he had a cigar in his back pocket. He said, "Why didn't you slide?" He goes, "I had a cigar in my back pocket. Don't want to break it." Pops was such a good manager. He killed Bump Bailey because he put the pressure on him. Guy literally ran through a wall for him, and that was it.
So I could ask from a manager. Yeah.
Why couldn't they just have him, break his leg or something? Why?
Well, he was the star of the team, wasn't he?
Yeah, but if he breaks his legs after the season too, right? You don't have to die.
They needed to get Roy Hobbs over. They needed to completely kill Bump. It's ruthless.
Yeah, seriously. I do. All right, my last thing I think is there's one Hall of Famer in this movie, and it gets me every time. I love it every time.
One Hall of Famer. In what way? Like, not like basically
he's in the
being
movie.
like.
He's in the movie. Maybe for a second. He's in the movie. The actual guy is there. And I think most people, I know you know who this is. Most people probably don't recognize the name. I would say even like hardcore baseball fans now might not recognize. It's an older guy from the 60s.
Older guy. Oh, and is he in the pictures with?
No, it's him. He's actually there.
I'm drawing a blank.
Third base coach for the Dodgers is Hall of Famer Maury Wills.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he's there. He's got the Wills jersey. That's him, and I think he's the only like legit Dodger that's in the movie.
I was gonna guess Tommy Lasorda, but Lasorda does not make an appearance, right?
I don't think so. I was looking last night to see if there's anybody else on the field, but it wasn't anybody else I recognized.
Is anybody famous throwing that pitch from the Giants?
I don't know. That's a good question.
For some reason, I thought it might be Dave Righetti.
Dave Righetti, yeah. Closer at that time for the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, I think it lines up, right? Wasn't he there in the early 90s? But it's like, did they really go that elaborate and bring Dave Righetti there? Like, I don't know. I don't know why. I just thought of Dave Righetti. It was a lefty, right?
I'm not. It would make sense.
A lot easier to steal on a lefty.
All right, here we go. I'm going to pull it up for you.
The cast?
Not the cast.
Are you going to pull up? Oh, there he is, Maury Wills. That's actually him.
Yeah.
It's not a Maury Wills stunt double.
Can you hear it?
I can't hear it. All right, let's see. Is it a lefty? It's got to be a lefty on the mound. You think the Dodger fans like Smalls as the announcer?
No shot.
Nah. Oh, it does look like Dave Righetti. It's a hell of a slide. I'll give him that.
Oh, it's a really good slide.
Yeah.
It is a bad thumbs up. It's a bad thumbs up. As far as thumbs up go.
I mean, he like turns into the exact adult that you thought Smalls would turn into, really.
Yes.
He looks, just dresses this like you'd expect Smalls to dress like. Cheesy grin.
The bad thumbs up.
He basically followed Benny the Jet to LA. It's kind of getting weird now.
I don't think that's Rags. Lefty, though.
I got the IMDb up, so.
That's not Righetti.
No, I now I want to know who it is, though. Hang on. I clicked on Wendy Peppercorn first. She is born 74, so what does that make her? 48? Oh, she was in Death Proof?
Yeah. You got...
Huh? Oh, it's the 30 for 30? Oh, you know the picture on the in the booth of the Sandlot kids? Who took that picture? That's what I want to know. Who just happened to have a camera?
Bill, maybe.
Who?
Bill, the dad.
You think Bill actually went down to the Sandlot? Could barely get the guy out in the yard to throw catch.
I mean, he like I said, they grew closer together. I don't know. Maybe Wendy did.
Mr. Myrtle?
It could have been Mr. Myrtle.
That's true. Well, he's blind. It was really well centered, that picture. It's probably not Myrtle.
He had great instincts, though.
It's a better chance Hercules took the picture. And his name is actually Hercules. Don't they joke around? Don't they make like a Hercules reference at the beginning of the movie? Like he's like Hercules.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Pussy ass kids. Not one of those kids had a dog. They all had to be scared of that dog.
Yeah, that's really the fact they didn't just try and go in there on their own, hop the fence and get it. That's always been like the.
And there's probably like a million. There's probably like a million baseballs back there from all the home runs. Like you go back there once, you sneak in, grab like 6-7 balls or whatever, get out of there.
They showed it. It was a whole ditch full of balls.
Right. Oh, you know what?
I don't know
the narrator. I'm reading the narrator was different from actual Smalls.
Really? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, he wasn't good either.
David Mickey Evans.
Didn't like it.
Grown up Scotty was Arliss Howard. So the Giants pitcher was Tim Page.
That was a real guy?
I don't know. I clicked on his IMDb. It just says Tim Page is an actor known for The Sandlot.
Well, I don't know if he's known.
Only role. Yeah, I mean we could do a Google on Tim Page, but it sounds like acting wasn't his day job.
No. Neither was picking off runners.
Yeah,
or even holding runners.
Neither was checking the runners. Yeah, there's nothing on Tim Page. He's a lefty. That's all we got. That's all we got on Timmy. Oh, by the way, Benny the Jet, the real Benny the Jet, Mike, whatever his name is, the actor, quit acting. He's a firefighter now.
Whereabouts?
That I did not look into. I just know he quit acting in the late 90s and he became a firefighter.
Okay, all right.
And the kid who played Smalls got arrested in an airport for headbutting someone because he was drunk. They wouldn't let him board a plane, so he headbutted someone to prove that he wasn't drunk, I guess. And the best for last, the Where Are They Nows? Patrick Renna, who played Ham, Scientologist.
Oh no! I thought he was like off the wagon, like on all kinds of drugs and like poor, just kind of.
He was on drugs?
I thought he had like a really rough. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, is like a muscle freak. I think he was in some shit. I think. I don't know if it was like porn or something or.
Oh, thanks.
If you Google, have you ever seen the adult version of Yeah?
No.
Oh, you have to, dude. You gotta Google the adult version of Yeah. Just a complete blockhead. It's great.
Oh my god. Wow.
He was in some shit, I think.
There's some needles in him. And Smalls looks exactly the same.
Even the real Yeah, they're like, I mean, they're the fictional Yeah. They're like, oh, his parents sent him to military school.
Yeah, they know.
They knew.
Is this a mugshot? Is this a Yeah mugshot?
Yeah, what's his real name?
Yeah, he hit his girlfriend in 2009.
Yeah, I forget the exact story on he almost died in a car crash.
He's got a mugshot like a black eye.
It's never good.
Man, Scotty Smalls, huh?
Scotty Smalls. Yeah, the Yeah was on an accident. He said he was really tired, and that's why he got into the accident. Yeah. 17 years old. I thought he got into some shit.
Adult Smalls was like a doofus.
Adults, yeah.
He was in the historical drama Roe versus Wade in 2021. Great job.
Smalls Great job. Was?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Nobody really hit it big. Nobody really crushed it after The Sandlot. James Earl Jones, that's about it.
Yeah, not a lot. Yeah, was in Boy Meets World, or no, he was in Saved by the Bell the college years.
Yeah, he was in Saved by the Bell the college.
Yeah, I know I was gonna get you.
Probably like 1 or 2 episodes. I would have recognized him if he was a regular.
I gotta give Timmy Timmons credit. He gets blown up, right?
Timmy?
Yeah, he might be the best actor of the bunch of them. He gets blown up, and he comes out looking like a 9/11 fireman, all like covered in soot.
Oh yeah.
And he just goes, he deadpans it like I blame myself. We're going about this all wrong. He nails the lines. Very seriously.
What position did Timmy play?
Timmy Timmons. I don't know. I don't know where he was.
Really, no way he was shortstop, right?
I don't think so. I mean, no, he couldn't have been. That was Benny, I assume, played shortstop, right?
I guess. I don't know. Where did Benny play? Benny could have also played like center.
He could play anywhere. I think they even said he played everywhere.
Yeah. Huh. So yeah, Pat Renna. So Pat Renna, you saying had some drug issues?
No, I think I got him confused with the goalie from.
Oh, the goalie from Mighty Ducks had some Goldberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some mugshots, dude. He looks fucked up nowadays.
Yeah, he's not in a good way.
Nah, he's he looks like he's like 100 years old. It's disgusting.
Here's York, 41, juggles occasional acting gigs, and then it mentions 3 shows that haven't been on the air. Boy Meets World, Hey Arnold, and the Eric Andre Show. That one seems new, with focus on his fitness. I personal train on the side, and I still do acting. Sounds like a real actor. He said, I did an episode of the Golden Globe nominated show Smilf.
Oh, I saw that show. That was with what's the chick's name? I can't think of Frankie Shaw. She's one of the few women that got canceled.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Frankie Shaw. Is that her name? Frankie Shaw? That show wasn't bad, actually. I watched like the first season. Rosie O'Donnell was in it. It was about like a single mom. And she got into like some shenanigans. And the reason the show didn't come back, it got renewed for a second season. But I don't know if she was like, yeah, you Google the chick. You probably know her if you saw her.
What's her name?
Oh, there was actually 2 seasons of this show. Frankie Shaw.
I don't even know who this is.
Oh, no? No. I thought she was, was she like an asshole to people? She did something. I don't know, maybe the internet wiped it clean.
So, sorry, Timmy, they're like, Keon, Timmy Timmons here, but first of all, he's wearing a Yankee hat in the movie. So that's
yes. Cool. Yes.
And he said he's still doing a little acting, a little bit of writing, and he does a podcast.
Oh.
He's competition.
Yeah. Fuck him. Don't give him a free plug.
No, I'm not going to say that name.
Yeah, misconduct on set of that show.
That's it?
That's it.
There's Sandlot, Where Are They Nows from like 5 consecutive years.
Oh, it's just one of those movies. It's all kids too, so people want to see like where they are now. They're all grown up and shit. They just had like the
25th was in 2000.
Is that when they all went to Dodger Stadium and they had Dodgers jerseys on?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
It probably was because they wouldn't have done it. It probably wasn't during the pandemic, so it was probably 25th in 2018.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. I didn't realize I went to the Dodgers game.
Yeah.
Even Scotty Smalls, the criminal.
Yeah, probably. Fucking dork, Smalls.
He was in the Revenant.
Scotty Smalls was?
Yeah.
He was one of the. Was he a part of Leo's crew or Tom Hardy's crew?
I don't know. Oh, Gary missed the 23 Union of the Sandlot after being detained in a Texas airport for headbutting a police officer.
Oh, I didn't know it was a cop. Jeez, dumb.
He missed the 20th anniversary. Yeah, how's he not in jail? Like for good.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Russell Crowe headbutt a kangaroo.
I don't know if there's any way to find out whose crew he was in.
I only saw the movie once. I like The Revenant a lot. Just not one of those movies I want to sit down and really watch again.
No, it's a tough one.
Great revenge flick. Love a revenge flick.
Yeah, a really good one. Okay, so this is the Hollywood Reporter. Wait, hang on a second.
Okay. They got they get. What are you talking about? We still talking Revenant?
Yeah.
I was gonna say they got gypped that year. They lost Best Picture to Spotlight.
Yeah, Spotlight was good though.
I did like Spotlight.
Right. Yeah. So
I just remember that was a big deal because it was like an underdog. Came in, Revenant was like favored. Didn't Leo win Best Actor that year for that movie?
I think so. Yeah. Talk about the climate changing.
Oh, yeah. I would have given it to Revenant.
Oh, there's a movie coming out. There's a movie coming out. I don't know when. It's in post production, and it says "Killing Smalls" is the title. Smalls with a Z. And he's in it. Obviously, the kid who plays Smalls is in it. Who else is in it? We had a couple. Joseph D'Onofrio's in it. You know who that is?
Joseph D'Onofrio. No.
Crazy Mario. It's Crazy Mario.
Oh, all right.
Bronx Tale. Tony Darrow's in it. You know who Tony Darrow is.
Of course, Sonny Buns.
Yeah. And that looks like the only. No, who's it? Paul Borghese. I know this. Paul Borghese was he was Yogi Berra in.
I know. I can picture him. I know who he is. Yep. He's been in a few things.
Yeah. And Smalls is in it, and a couple other. I don't know who any of these people are. Anyway, Killing Smalls, Killing no G, Killing Smalls with a Z. A mob family that is not earning like they did in the past comes up with a crazy idea after watching the movie Stealing a Survivor to kidnap someone famous for ransom. After picking their target, Tom Geary, known as Smalls from The Sandlot, they enlist the help of the director of Stealing a Survivor, Ray Martin, to consult them on how to kidnap a celebrity.
Huh. Interesting.
That's nicer than I was going to say.
Low budget, I will say that.
Yeah. This is not going to be
good. Straight to DVD.
Straight to streaming. We streaming somewhere.
Straight to Apple TV.
Yeah, a couple pictures from the set. Hey, I'm just happy Tony Danza's getting paid.
Good for him. Good for him.
Still working.
Good for Tony.
He's in a lot of bad mob movies.
Well, he got a little typecast, He just kind of. He's like a very poor man's Big Puss.
Yes. Well, I mean, he's great as Sonny in Goodfellas, and he's fucking perfect as Larry Boy Barisi.
Right, but what else is that guy getting offered, though?
No, I know. He's in these movies. Just, I mean, he's in Kill the Irishman. He's in Kill the Irishman, which is a really good movie.
Playing a mob guy.
Yes.
No one's asking him to play Hamlet.
No. Okay, so he's in a movie called like this, running down to 2010 for him. He's in a movie called Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn. Guy's name is Patsy Parati. He's in a movie called Friends and Romans. His name is Frankie Fusso. He's in a movie called Mafia Heaven. His name is Stevie Matsuba. There's another movie called Now Hiring Mobsters. Joe Caffarella. The Uncle Jerry Show. Bobby Rocco. Santino, Tony. The Brawler, Tommy, head of the family. Offstage Element, Carlo Capozzoli. Duped, Carmine. Made in Chinatown, Al Capella. The Family Feud, Nicky Knuckles. These are just Desert Dick, Antonio Terratucci.
It's just one hit after another.
Yeah, Desert killing Smalls. He's Tony, and the finish line he plays Tato Stanzi. By the way, why are every other one of these is a fucking is alliteration for the name? Why is everyone got to be Patsy Parati, Frankie Fusso?
Yeah.
Carlo Capozzoli,
Mikey Mozzarella.
Remind me if I ever finish a script, please remind me. No alliteration with the names.
Nah.
That's terrible. That's atrocious.
Tacky. It's tacky.
Let's say any good character with the same first initial, same last initial.
Patsy Parisi.
Anything off the top of your head? Nah, but any great characters though.
Like big time characters. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds worse. For some reason, to me, it sounds worse when it's Italian.
It just sounds like forced, and it just sounds made up. It sounds like fiction.
Patsy Parisi sounds right, though. So that sounds pretty good. Pretty good name.
Yeah. But if it was some low-budget mob movie and the guy's main character's name was Patsy Parisi.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be any good.
Might not buy it.
Right. Yeah, I can't think. Nothing is going to matter right
now. No, I'm sure there's a few.
Tommy DeVito, Jimmy the Gent, Jimmy Conway, Henry Hill. That's a real guy.
That's a real guy, though.
Yeah. Yeah, even like Jimmy Conway's real name was Jimmy Burke. They changed the name for the movie.
Yeah. Why was that? Why did they change the name?
I always assume they thought it sounded better. I don't know.
Probably. Jimmy Conway. It does sound better.
Yeah.
It does actually.
But the writers do their thing.
Sounds much better.
And Jimmy Burke just looks like a mean son of a bitch. You ever see his pictures?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Jimmy Burke just like sounds like a. You don't want to root for that guy.
No.
Jimmy Conway you can get behind.
Yeah. I gotta get this up here. Jimmy Burke.
Jimmy Burke mugshot we got.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Gent Burke.
I was at a mugshot, not a mugshot. But
well, he's on his way to a mugshot.
Yeah.
Oh man, those guys look like two 80s cops, like 70s. That's no more like that's cops. Right? Because that's like all that looks like what's his face? Rob Reiner's character in like All in the Family. That's 70s.
Yep.
What was his name in All in the Family? What did he used to call him? Meatball or something?
Meathead. Yeah. You ever see the movie Black Klansman?
Yeah.
The guy on the right looks like Adam Driver from that movie a little bit. I don't even know if he had a mustache, but it looks like him to me a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, a little bit. He plays a cop, right? He plays. Wait, who? I'm trying to think what Adam Driver. Oh, Adam Driver is like. He's not on the inside.
He's what do you mean? He's the cop. He's the white guy. He's the white cop. Who's like he has to be he has to be the actual guy.
He infiltrates the Klan. But he's giving the black guy's name though. Ron.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah. It's been a while.
That's a good one, man. Yeah, I like Black Klansman because Topher Grace given a really good role in it.
Oh, David Duke.
David Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Topher Grace, underrated actor.
Oh, you're a big Topher Grace guy?
I'm a believer in Topher Grace. I love him in Traffic. I think he's great in Traffic. He's more than just that 70s show.
So he's like the anti Michael Kelso for you.
Yeah, yes. It's not really it's not really a thing. I just think he's underrated. I think
he actually bathes his kids.
I hope, that's enough for me. Oh no. Why do they do this? I just pulled up, see like what he's up to. And they're doing
meth?
No, worse. There's a pilot is in the can apparently. And I'll just read it. I'll read the synopsis for you. Now, it's 1995. Leah Foreman is visiting her grandparents for the summer, where she bonds with a new generation of Point Place, Wisconsin. Kids under the watchful eye of Kitty and the stern glare of Red. That 90s show.
Well, I mean, didn't they try and do an 80s show?
Yeah, they did. It looks like
it could. Okay. You never know. Could work. They should have done a whole new cast, though.
Well, they did. It looks like they did. It's Red and Kitty are the main characters, and it looks like the other main people show up for an episode. Because it just has it says Red and Kitty are 10 episodes, and these kids I don't know who they are 10 episodes, and then Donna, Fez, Eric, 1 episode, Kelso 1 episode, Tommy Chong 1 episode.
Oh, Tommy Chong. You could have him. Make him a regular.
Oh, please, yeah. And Jackie, too. She could be regular. Even though she doesn't pay their kids either. Same thing, right?
Yes. Some ain't right in that household.
Nah, it's anyway, that 90s show. Check it out. Post-production.
It's going to be on Netflix.
Probably, yeah. Probably. Yeah, he's in a few things. Don Peyote.
That 90s show. Well, we were talking about the 90s, you know? There's a few inside jokes in there from the 90s. Some, what do you call it? MC Hammer pants.
Who was talking about that?
We were just talking about the 90s, about how we're like being nostalgic about the 90s because we grew up there and it wasn't really that good.
Oh, right.
Or was it actually good?
Right.
It was better than the 80s, no?
Yeah, definitely.
80s fucking pussy ass. The 80s.
Overrated. My boss tried to tell me the 80s was the best decade for music. I was like, you're out of your element, man. Like, there's no way the 80s is the best decade. No shot.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even be able to tell you what the best decade for music is. That's like out of my realm.
It's the 60s. To me, it's the 60s.
60s.
It's a mix of everything. You have like the last remnants of the 50s stuff, Sinatra, like that kind of stuff. You have
the British invasion.
The Stones, the Beatles, they're all involved. You even have like losing like train of thought now. Wrong time to lose train of thought.
The Who?
Oh, what was it? Yeah, British invasion. We covered that. It's just a mix. It's a mix of stuff. You have the hippie stuff. You have like Hendrix,
Woodstock.
Yeah, it's a good mix of music. There's a lot of changes going on. There's still a lot of great stuff, like the great stuff from the 40s, 30s, and 40s. It's still kind of 50s carries over. So that Frankie Valli, the Four Seasons, right? You have, there's just it's just Elvis, right? Elvis at some point shows up.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of great shit going on at that time. And then to me, the second is the 90s, but I know I'm biased about that. I feel like the 90s has similar elements to it of just being a very eclectic generation. There's a lot of different things going on. There's rap, that like the alternative rock is great. That you have some classic rock guys that are still doing it. To me, like the 90s is second. The 80s is like the 70s and 80s was like all about excess. And, 70s was disco, 80s was hair bands and shit. And that to me, like you can't have certain things in your repertoire as like the most popular things.
Yeah.
And you can't be considered the best. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for the 60s, but the 90s was pretty diverse musically.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A ton of shit.
Yeah, Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg, and you have Pac and Biggie, and then you have like Pearl Jam, and you have, Nirvana. I don't like Nirvana, but like Nirvana, Guns N' Roses is still going. There's just a lot of.
Yeah, my CD collection was like all over the place in the 90s. It was just like everything. Yeah, so we're biased, but 90s was pretty good.
I think so. So, then after that, I don't know, like ranking them, like I don't know. Like to me, that you can't possibly the 80s. I understand people who grew up in the 80s are going to think it was great, but I just don't like. Who's the best artist of the 80s? Like who's like
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, no, that's true. There's some good stuff that comes out of it for sure.
Journey.
I can't like as much as I like Journey. Like, not cracking the best of all time.
Yeah. What's the 80s? Like 80s is like AC/DC. Metallica is the 80s or 90s?
Van Halen. Metallica's probably more 90s. Maybe started late 80s.
Yeah, they're
you get like some of the beginnings of rap.
Your guy is probably like what, in his 50s?
He's an 80s guy, yeah.
Right.
He's an 80s guy.
So he's like very loyal. He's very loyal to the 80s.
Oh yeah, that's his taste.
But it's only people who are that age that are loyal to the 80s. Everyone else is like fucking 80s, like.
Yeah. And we still we still listen to Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin is still on, like, constantly.
Yeah.
I feel like more people gravitate to Zeppelin than they do to, like, Van Halen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bon Jovi's like the 80s.
Yeah, he's great, but he's not.
Yeah. He's just like a popcorn band.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 60s to me, man. There's, like I said, it's so diverse. It's some legends coming through. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we have it. 60s.
So there you go. Yeah, that's perfect for the Sandlot.
Chuck Berry,
which, by the way,
or was he 50s?
I think that's 50s. Sandlot, great soundtrack.
Oh, we didn't even mention it. It is a great soundtrack. Yeah. It is a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack does have a big influence on the quality of the movie.
We talked about the 4th of July scene, and they of course they go over "It's America the Beautiful" by Ray Charles.
Yes.
And it's perfect. Fits right in there.
Well, shit.
But the Lion and the Jungle, Lion Sleeps Tonight, This Magic Moment,
Roy Orbison,
Wipeout, There Goes My Baby, The Drifters. It's not a long list, but it's a lot of
quality. It's very quality soundtrack.
Yep.
And they're stacked strategically in the movie. 2 thumbs up on the soundtrack.
Oh, This Magic Moment when he gives it to Wendy, unbelievable use of that song, just perfect. And it's playing as she's dragging him out. Oh
yeah, oh yeah,
nails it, man.
Yeah,
incredible. Okay, all right, let's finish off with the Sandlot here. David Mickey Evans wrote it and directed it.
Tip your cap to David.
He's got a not so stellar filmography.
I didn't even look.
Oh, he's got a movie coming out this year called Derby. It's More Than a Race. Okay, that's good. $8 million budget. Okay, got some work to do. It comes out October 14th. But there is nothing, no synopsis. Okay. We've got a movie that seems to be about the Kentucky Derby coming out this year.
All right. We'll see about that.
I don't have any actors in it. No storyline. Nothing. Okay. Wait a second. He directed Radio Flyer.
Elijah Wood.
Oh, he was like an assistant director. He wrote it. He wrote Radio Flyer and Joe Mazzello. And looks like he was the assistant director on it. And the legends John Hurd and Lorraine Bracco. Okay, so then after The Sandlot, he goes to First Kid, which is a Sinbad movie.
Oof.
And then does Beethoven's Third, followed by Beethoven's Fourth. Then he does My Teacher, My Friend 2. Sounds like he wrote all these too.
This guy peaked at Sandlot.
Again, this movie came out in 2003, and there's no 2014. Oh, what am I looking at? Yeah, 2003, and there's no synopsis for it. And they did Wild movie called Wilder Days with Peter Falk and Tim Daly. Okay.
Could do a lot worse than Tim Daly.
And Falk. The final season. That's with all right, Sean Astin, Powers Booth, Rachel Lee Cook. Okay, not bad. The Tranced. I don't know what this is. Nobody here of note. In 2018, he's the co-director of something called Squints 3.
Wow.
I don't think it has anything to do with Squints from the movie, though.
Probably a callback, though. A little tribute.
Oh, this looks like, I don't know. Neil LaBute did it. Didn't Vinny Chase threaten to do a movie with do a play with Neil LaBute?
I don't know.
Oh man, I missed the whole. Sorry, I missed one. Barely Legal, 2003.
That sounds familiar.
Barely Legal. Barely Legal is about 3 high school guys attempt to make a porn video. Tom Arnold is in it.
Yeah, sounds like a Tom Arnold role.
Horatio Sands is in it. Sam Levine is in it. He's from Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks, yeah.
Cameron Richardson is in it. I don't know where I know her from. I know her. Maybe from Barely. He did Ace Ventura, Pet Detective Jr.
Oh, man.
Sandlot 2. Smitty. Looks like a dog movie. And he has an untitled Sandlot prequel. Plot kept under wraps. A prequel into the Sandlot.
All right. We'll go back to the 40s. Check out Mr. Myrtle.
Yeah, maybe do Mr. Myrtle some justice. All right, so he's got a Sandlot prequel coming out and Derby, Kentucky Derby movie. Not very. He's still finding his way.
Yeah.
All right.
Still got a big one left in him, maybe.
All right. Just about at the 2-hour mark. I think we're good, eh?
Yeah.
Hell of a 4th of July show. That is a wrap. Have a happy 4th. Blow some shit up. A few drinks on us. And we'll see you next week.
Check in on you next week.
The usual show. Thanks for spending time with us. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.